There's a hidden meaning behind Jay Electronica's 4, but really 5 projects that he dropped in 3 days. Last Thursday, Jay Electronica's 2020 album Act 2, The Patents of Nobility, was finally made available on DSPs. He also released the entirety of his 2007 debut project Act 1, Eternal Sunshine, on DSPs as a single track. Then the following day, he dropped a written testimony Leaflets and a written testimony Power at the Rate of My Dreams EP. And then on Sunday, he released another project titled A Written Testimony Mars, the Inhabited Planet. On the song 4,400,000,000 / The Best Is Yet to Come off Leaflets, Jay Elect says that he turned in 19 albums to Jay-Z. Rory Farrell from the new Rory and Mal podcast has been working with Jay Electronica on new music and revealed that all 3 new projects were recorded and released over the weekend in real time. He also said that they had been working on music together for years and that none of the music that they recorded prior to this weekend has been released yet. And Rory makes reference to Jay Elect saying that he turned in 19 albums to Jay-Z and seemingly confirms that that's a real number. Now you'll notice at the end of the title for Jay Elect's Act 1 album, it reads in parentheses The Pledge. And at the end of Act 2 in parentheses, it reads The Turn. These are both references to the 2006 movie The Prestige. And the intro to the last 3 albums, Mars, the Inhabited Planet, begins with Michael Caine from The Prestige explaining the 3 acts of a magic trick: The Pledge, The Turn, and The Prestige. And also the intro track to the very first of Jay Electronica's new albums is titled Abracadabra. And in the song, he says Houdini and David Blaine got nothing on him. So these 3 albums are potentially the first 3 of 19 albums that will ultimately culminate in Jay Electronica's final act, Act 3, The Prestige. And so far, Jay Electronica's career has followed the 3 acts of The Prestige pretty accurately. Michael Caine describes The Pledge as the first part of a magic trick where the magician shows you something that's seemingly normal but probably isn't. Then the second part is The Turn, where the magician makes the ordinary thing do something extraordinary and disappear. Then comes the most difficult and final act of the trick, known as The Prestige, where the magician makes the now extraordinary thing reappear. Jay Electronica debuted to critical acclaim with his Act 1 mixtape in 2007 and then his now legendary single Exhibit C in 2009. Then Jay Elect disappeared and became one of the most elusive rappers ever in hip-hop and hardly released any music for over a decade until he released a written testimony in 2020. And now it seems like it's finally time for his final act, The Prestige. It's unclear what magic tricks Jay Electronica has up his sleeve, and on the outro to the most recent album, Mars, the Inhabited Planet, he asked listeners to join his never-done-before campaign from behind enemy lines. I did send a DM to Ruth Tao, like the narrator said, if you want to join the campaign. She's an art director and she has yet to answer, but I'll let you know if she does.